in Ramanujan platform. So right now I'm writing tons of tests to check if my interpreter is able to handle Python code. So earlier my interpreter was working on my own custom language, which was Ramanujan language itself. Now it is able to parse Python code, and I have written tons of tests to check how those Python codes are faring up on the interpreter. So one of this test is failing. And I see it has stuck in the netcode, which means it's stuck somewhere in the interpreter, or interpreter might have crashed. So the way I debug is that whenever a test is run, the bytecode gets added to a file system and to a particular file, and that file is read by the interpreter, and I can just run it, and it will, oh boy, it can directly run the test. Okay, I should have run the debugging mode. Okay, I have started debugger. Okay, there were some breakpoints. I'll remove my breakpoints. Okay, looks like it has stuck somewhere. That's bad. That's bad. It should not have stuck. Okay. So in the code, I can see there are tons of while loop, and the only thing possible is that either this iterator is not increasing, or somehow it has got stuck in the loop. So what I'll do is my debugger is on, and I'll just check if it is stuck here. I'll just add a breakpoint here. If it's stuck in here, it will come up. Okay, it has come up. So yeah. Okay, command RE is not null. Okay, I'll give it another run. 606060. Okay, so it looks like it's stuck at one particular place, and it's not able to get out of it. Uh, okay. The thing which I'll check is on what. So there are two while loops here. So which one is the one with on which it's stuck? Uh, so one thing is, so from functions I can see what function it might be, but looks like all are one level functions. So I don't see a nested function here. So that's what I see here also. That's one level of function call over here. And okay, I'll just check if I can understand the name from here. The total size allocated is fine. Zero. Uh, Let me check what this condition functioning means here. So the condition functioning is, I mean, the operator on condition functioning says how that condition will be evaluated. So this is 2, and this is 5. Okay, so I understand anything from here? 2 and 5. I think I can. Okay, so looks like this could be the one because 5 is here. Or better way is I just see um, how many times on what function is this is stuck. All right. So I'll remove breakpoint from here. I have added a breakpoint here. So what it means is whenever a function call is made, it will hit here. So I'll re-trigger my debugger. So that's one call. Okay, so it looks like it's stuck for the first function because after that one breakpoint hit, it didn't come up again. Okay, let me read the code. Is there something fishy here? Find first negative. Okay, it's a clean code. Okay, let me come back to this only. Okay. Whatever it is, I'll try to understand what this command IE is. So okay, this is the if condition here. Okay, sounds fine. And in if condition, so how it works is, so on a particular command, there will be one kind of command. It would be either it's a if or it's a pointer to variable, constant, or array, or it's a condition, or it's a function call. So only one thing will be active at a given point of time. So because if is active here, so I can understand that this is trying to execute this particular line. Now I just understand what's happening here. If condition, okay, if condition, so I'll check condition RE. Okay, this is lesser than this. Hold on. Okay, yeah, sounds right. So here in the condition, LHS is, oh sorry, the RHS is 0, and that's what I'm seeing here, 0. Okay, now I'll see the first operand. So it's an array command, which makes sense. So anything which is accessing an index of an array, that's an array command. Uh, okay. Hmm. Okay, so what it means is that the first object is no. Uh, hmm. So translated index is 2. So it's air of 2 less than 0. But somehow what I'm seeing is um, okay, let me see what's happening in the conditions. That is easier thing to do actually. So I'm going to look into the implementation where this less than is getting implemented. So it should be less than right var. Reason being that the right side is a constant. So it should not be var actually. Okay, it should be um, less than right var, less than left var. Technically, it should be this. It should be this. This should be the call. It should go. Let me go inside from here and okay, which one is this? Less than right bar. Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay, so this is 0, and I would just like to see what gets onto here. I mean, what is it giving? So this is something which looks like an error, which looks like giving me wrong value. So I'll just try to get inside it. I go inside it. Translated index was 2, I guess. I think translated index should be 2. Now, okay, it gave me -5, which sounds to be right. Yeah, it's -5. Then what's the problem here? So it's less than 0, -5. It's giving me -5. Then what's happening? What's the problem? Less than, and this is 0, and it's true. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. So if I see here, it's true. Okay. Now, and if command re else command re should be null. So what? So how it is that on the if condition, the path going for the true is the first command is called as if command re, and the path going into else is called as else command re. Okay. Now this should have returned. Okay, this should have returned. Then technically it should have returned null pointer from here. Let me see if it goes here. Yeah, it goes to null pointer. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay, okay. I got it. I got it. So what's happening is that technically this piece of code should have been inside this. So technically what it says is, so null pointer can happen because of, I mean, null PTR might be returned for two reasons. So one reason is that they have encountered return, okay, or there is no command left on into that branch. So in those cases, it returns null PTR. So technically, I should set it here, and that should be good. Okay, I'll remove it and I'll start it. I think yeah, it completes. Okay. So I have got the fix. Now what I'll do is I'll quickly make the binary for this. Make list. Okay, I'll put the binary into the right place. Um, and okay, I have added the binary into the right place. Let me call this function again. This test again. Okay, at least it didn't stuck. But something went bad into the checking. Okay, I think I understand why this happened. So technically, right now to implement return, what it does is that uh, to whatever element it's returning to, for example, if it's returning to nag result, right? So it sends it as an argument. So it's not seen on the user written code, but internally, while converting it to bytecode or the intermediate code, it adds that as third element, and it on the return it tries to it equates to whatever is given here. Uh, okay Now there was a fix I just did before recording this session. So wherein something like this is called as subscript node in Python's AST. And what I did is while creating this kind of return, I while gathering what elements have to be set in return, I did get I did compute the subscript node, which you can see that is a new code here, but I didn't add uh, that piece of code where it actually makes the assignments. Okay, so and command, so it's creating that return value, create command for variable or array, and here I sent that, and probably here I have to edit. Yeah, I need to edit here, to edit here. Before, um, so what I have done here is that it's checking for um, so technically I should call this as return. So what's happening is, so there is this common method which deals with returning relevant variable or array or constant. And it's being called at two places. So one place is where there is an actual assignment happening in the create assignment operation or from this method. And this method is getting called from the create convert return, the one which is problem for us. And so the problem is that I have already created the array command um, uh, in the place that I showed earlier. I think this is the one. So here I have already created the array command. So I don't want to create it again. I just want to reuse it. And but the way this function is written, I do not want to overload the heuristic here, because one of the use case for it is um on the place where it's actually doing the assignment. So the overloaded method, which is written here for the return, which is required for return, I'll just make change of name and add for return. And um, shoot this. Yeah, this is better. Okay, and over here, what I can do is I can check if I have already created the array command. Command, command, ruling dot get array command. Okay, this would be a command. Okay, command get command dot find. Now, okay, I'll just check if there is a better way to do this. Um, okay, this is better. No, no, this is better. Hmm. Okay, so there should be some intelligence I should add, but before that, I'll just use this brute force heuristic here, just to check if this logic is working or not. Yeah, this worked. So, okay, I'll do this first one. So we have successfully debugged an error, and we fixed something into the interpreter, and also we fixed in something into the parser. Uh, thank you for watching this. I'll uh, be sharing more such sessions on YouTube and other platforms. And join Ramanujan platform as contributors. I welcome all of you to join it. Thank you.